Today I'm at Epic Universe to answer one of the biggest questions that I've been asked about this park. Is the Express Pass worth it? The Express Pass promises to skip the regular lines, but for almost $300, it better skip more than just a couple of minutes. So today I'm putting it to the ultimate test. How much time does it save? What can I actually do with it? And most importantly, does it make the park feel better? Or just more expensive? So before we get to riding rides, some things to note about Express Pass. Here at Epic Universe, it is not an unlimited Express Pass. Over at the other two parks, so Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, you can get both a single-use Express Pass and an unlimited Express Pass. That is currently not offered at Epic Universe. So what that means is each ride you're going to be allowed to use Express Pass once, but not on every ride. So there are currently 3 attractions here at Epic Universe that you cannot use Express Pass on. Those rides are Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. Over in Isle of Berk, you've got Dragon Racers Rally. And then in Super Nintendo World, you have Donkey Kong's Minecart Madness. But outside of that, you can use it at all the other attractions, including the shows. A lot of people don't realize that the shows here have Express Pass. I do have to mention that today, I looked at the price, it was going to be $280. Luckily, I did not have to pay that because my good friends over at Orlando Informer sponsored today's video. I love working with them, and when they heard I wanted to come out and have a day of Express Pass at Epic Universe, they offered to get me one. So a big thank you to them. One thing that they do that you can't actually do at Universal is they offer a 95% refund as long as the Express Pass is unused. But with that, let's go ride some rides. World that we are walking into is Isle of Berk. This is home to 3 of the rides, one of which is one of the ones that you can't use Express on. We may try to ride it, but I'm excited to see how much time Express Pass saves because right now the wait times are looking juicy. There's no better way to start your day in Berk than to ride Hiccup's Wing Glider. How I'm going to do this is before I get in each queue, I will mark I will note what the wait time is, and then I will time how long we are in Express. Obviously, there'll be some things that change that because I have to put up a bunch of equipment, but you'll have a rough idea of how much time it saves us. Right now, Hiccup's Wing Glider is a 55-minute wait. Let's see what Express does to that. As someone who has been in the standby line when it was about 60 minutes before, yeah, on a hot day, this one's not necessarily, it's not covered the greatest, so I'm excited to just be walking. I love that attraction so much. Like I've said, I think it's my favorite coaster here. No disrespect to Stardust. I love Stardust. I just feel like I could ride that one 100 times and never get tired of it. It's kind of like Hagrid's over in Islands of Adventure where it just doesn't get old. It's so smooth and fun, and then the audio changes when you ride it. Like there's different audio tracks, so it just has a ton of re-rideability. But the real question is, how much time did it save us? So when we walked in, it was a 55-minute wait, and when we got out, it was a 65-minute wait, so you don't really know where you're at in that equation. But we got on in 11 minutes and 43 seconds, which is pretty good. So about 1/5, about 20% of the wait time. I think what I'll do for the video is I'll keep like a running total of like total wait time of what we could have waited. And then over here, the wait time, the actual wait, like what I waited with Express, I'll try to remember that. There. But now, I think we're gonna get on Fire Drill, which is the water ride here in Berk. Even though the company that I'm with, Molly and Alan, particularly Molly, I don't think she really wants to do the water ride, but it's a 60-minute wait, so we got to do it for science.
There you go.
Are you ready? I'll be honest, I haven't ridden this enough to know how to avoid getting wet or get the other people wet. I think the targets do different things. I'm sure it explains it pretty well, but I've only ridden it once at this point, so we'll find out. Okay, I am wet. I don't know if you can see how wet I am. I'm afraid to put this in my pocket. I have a nice gradient on the blue jeans, but we waited, I need to get the phone out. That one was quick. We waited 5 minutes and 50 seconds, so basically 6 minutes for a 60-minute wait. I really kind of regret not getting they offered to get me a poncho, and I was like, who wears ponchos? Smart people. Something that I feel like needs to be mentioned is if you have valuables, when you get in, there's like a waterproof locker. It looks like a treasure chest. You can just drop stuff in there. I've always, like, if you got valuables, kind of like the camera that I'm recording on, you just put your stuff in there. I did not put my backpack in, and it is very wet, but let's continue. So since Dragon Racers Rally is not included in Express Pass at this time, the last thing in Burke is the show, The Untrainable Dragon. Such a good show. We are actually about to get in line. They have a lot of shows throughout the day. I mean, a lot. I'll show you the wait time sign. From here, it looks like there's at least 10, which is a lot of different shows. I've actually never used Express for this. I don't know if there's a special seating area. I know with the VIP tours, which I was part of a little while ago, they do have special seating, like reserved seating for the VIP tours. Not sure if that's how it works with Express or if you're just guaranteed access, because the shows can fill up. It does have a limited capacity. But anyways, this is one of those ones, it probably won't save us time. It will just guarantee us a seat. We might get seated early. I don't know, but all of us are going to wait the same amount of time because the show won't start early for Express. I honestly think that's one of the best shows that I've ever seen in a theme park, especially a Universal show. Like, that one is just, it's so good. The music, everything, and then the big reveal, the big moment with Toothless is just, it's the best. So as we were walking in, a team member was kind enough to share with us kind of how Express benefits you here. Since it's not going to save you time, they do let Express into the theater 15 minutes before the normal line, so I guess you wouldn't say you're guaranteed a seat, but if you get there in time, you can kind of pick your seat. Like, you can have a better seat. You can pick what row and all that. So not going to save you time, but it does give you the opportunity to have the best seat in the house, or what you think is the best seat in the house. I don't think that there's a bad seat in that entire area. With that, we have wrapped up Isle of Burke, and I think we're on our way to Nintendo. I've been wearing this all day, not because I'm excited or anything. So. Here we go. Okay, we have made our way into Super Nintendo World, which is home to 3 attractions, 2 of which have Express Pass and 1 that doesn't. Minecart Madness back in Donkey Kong Country does not offer Express, but the other 2 do. So, we're gonna go ride. This is easily the most overwhelming world that exists, and there's always something to do. Alan just beating the blocks. What I wish there was Express for is the restaurants, because Toadstool Cafe looks crazy busy. So a question I get asked a lot is there Express lines for the character meet and greets, specifically the ones here in Super Nintendo World? And there are not. Like, I'm sitting in the area where Mario and Luigi and Toad come out. Unfortunately, no Express for those either. So up first, we have probably what will be our biggest test as far as how good the Express Pass does, and that is Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. It is currently at 110 minutes. That's almost 2 hours. With Mario being such a huge IP and being so popular, and Mario Kart just being generational. I mean, people have been playing Mario Kart. I remember my parents playing Mario Kart. I think it's just one of the most popular rides in the entire park. But I am excited to see just how much time Express Pass can save here. If it's less than 30 minutes, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Here we go. something else to think about when you are using ExpressPass is sometimes you bypass large sections of the queue. And this being one of my favorite queues, especially one of my favorite queues that has ExpressPass, I haven't used Express here yet. I'm interested to see what parts of the queue you actually skip. Cart is lava. Floor is lava. Everything is lava. Oh. Driving visor acquired. Thank you. Okay, so Molly, you want to do your favorite impression?
Haha, yeah!
Why is it?
Haha, yeah!
Just got off of Mario Kart, and I did in fact lose. Molly got 106, Alan and I got 105. Story of my life. I know that attraction has gotten some flack here and there, but I actually really enjoy it. I think it's a ton of fun. I love the interactivity of it, and I think the queue is one of the best queues that there is. When I was in the queue, I talked about what you skip. You don't skip too much. You get to see all the things that you want to see. You're just a little bit further away than you are in the normal line, but there are some express lines where you skip a ton, and this just isn't one of them. You get to see just about everything that you want. But now the big important question, how much time was saved? That took us 24 and a half minutes. Just a little bit over 24 and a half minutes, which is incredible. I was thinking about the queue, and legitimately the queue is so long that I think if there was nobody in line at all, it'd still probably take you 10 to 15 minutes just to walk through the queue. So 24 minutes, not bad. I was gonna say we were gonna get on Yoshi's next because it's right here, Yoshi's Adventure, but it looks like Yoshis aren't moving. They've eaten too many berries. So maybe on to Donkey Kong, we'll see. Why did I come to Donkey Kong Country when Minecart Madness definitely doesn't have Express? I don't know. Was it because I just forgot? Yeah, that's probably most likely. But with this being the second attraction that doesn't offer Express, and with Yoshi's being down for now, unless it's up when I go back out there, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to the next world. So we have decided to make our way over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Now your question may be, does the Battle at the Ministry have Express Pass? No, it is the third and final attraction here that does not offer an Express line at this time. So Tyler, what are y'all doing here? Well, we're one, hungry, so we're gonna grab lunch, and two, the second show that's here at Epic Universe is in here, and it does offer Express. So that's what we're gonna do, because it is 2 o'clock, and it is 94, feels like 106. We need air conditioning and a baguette. It'll be all right.
How are you, Tyler?
I'm good. How are you?
Today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen any creatures today?
I've not seen any creatures, but I'm about to go see Cirque Arcanu. So.
The Cirque Arcanu?
Yeah.
Well, I don't condone the use of creatures and shows like a Cirque Arcanu. Could you
Yeah.
imagine how horrible those conditions could
I
be?
know.
No, put something in my face.
No.
Something on my face?
No.
Is there everything there? This is my friend Tyler.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Do I sound French?
Do I? I think we sound like pretty close to the same. Thanks.
You're doing good.
Yours is really good. Yeah. Yours is great.
I did hear though that the circus is intense.
I've heard that as well. What's in here?
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
You have to handle it with extreme care.
Okay, I can do that.
Whole library.
You have to show this.
Do I have to? I don't know.
That's a
Yeah,
nice
it's
book.
big.
That is-
Very, do you want to give it a touch?
Yeah.
try it.
Okay.
It does have a big temper.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
What if I pet the spine?
Oh, I think
Does
that's
it-
what he says you're supposed
Yes.
to do.
I trust you.
I think it's just really hungry.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Serafina.
I'm a mill. Yeah.
It's alright. Yes, as you said, you can press it by rubbing on a spine here.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That thing almost got my finger clean off.
Does it have a name?
Well, Yes, the monster book of monsters.
Yeah, I know, but you should name this one. That'd be like calling every Niffler Niffler.
Well, this isn't an
Well, it's not
invented
mine. It's handed out as part of our Care Magical Creatures class at Hogwarts.
You could name
So
it
it's-
like Larry though or something.
Well, I'm not too good at naming things, but Seraphina's good at naming
Yeah,
things.
name him.
Oh, I love to name things after my favorite treats, like Crozan. Whizbees. They do have
Oh.
little
Name him
bit of a
Whizbee.
bite. We need something with a bite to it, you know?
Kind of looks like a
Exploding
Clark.
Bonbon or something.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Exploding bonbon.
Name him Exploding Bonbon.
A crunch bar.
Yeah.
I'll run it by Madam
Bunch of
Ross
crunch.
and we'll
Yeah,
see how that is.
bunch of crunch.
You got
You're off
got
to
that
the
here?
circus, yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
yes, off to the
So tell
circus.
me if you see, let's see, tell me if you see, magical, tell me if you see that one. But mostly, tell me if you see the Zawu.
I will let you
We'll
know.
look for that at the
Let me know.
circus.
Cat.
I'll let you
It's on
know.
the posters.
Oh, really?
They
Yeah.
feel like. No.
That's an Oni Oni. I don't think that's a Zawu.
I think there might be a poster.
It might be.
False
no.
advertising otherwise.
Well,
Are these small?
no, they're elephant size.
Elephant
Yes.
size, okay.
You won't miss it.
Yes, no, it can travel up to 1,000 miles a day. They're incredibly powerful and they're very terrifying to most wizards and witches. So,
I'm not
well,
terrified.
You're not afraid of
run
anything.
away, okay. Well,
Well, some things, but not this.
yes,
Not
yes.
He looks like a little kitty cat.
Yes. I think you
The
look
book
like you
will,
could use
the
that.
book.
The Zawu looks
The
like a
Zawu.
kitty cat.
Whoa.
We're gonna put this away.
Yes, just put
It
this
is-
one away.
It is
Okay,
ready to
yes.
take a chomp
Okay.
out of me.
Okay, goodbye, Exploding Bonbon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take a
Bye.
nice nap, Bonbon.
Yeah, buy a bunch of crunch.
Can you calm it down?
Yes, okay. Calm it down. Right, okay, okay.
All right, well, we'll see you at the circus. No, we won't.
Oh, don't-
you don't
you-
believe
You
that.
won't, yeah, we won't see you that.
You can come.
Perfect.
Come with us. Yeah, come on.
We have
Yeah.
to stay as a group.
Okay.
Maybe next time, yeah?
Next time.
Maybe
Next time.
Nice seeing you, Tyler.
Always great to see y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Remember the name Seraphina still? Okay?
You remember the name?
It's gonna be the world's best comedy.
Mine's
actor.
complicated. Tyler.
I'll try.
Like
Ty.
I'll try my
Tyler.
best.
Yeah.
I got a lot going on up here.
I don't have much at all, so
That's what some say to me. My professors say that about me.
don't let them say that.
Take care, Tyler.
Good to see y'all. Okay, that was amazing. But I'm about to go see the circus. We had lunch. It was delicious. The character interactions here are amazing, and you don't even need Express Pass for it. But I'm going to go get in line for the show because, like the other show, they let you in line early. And I'll kind of see how they do seating in there, and if there's anything special with Express, I'll let you know. Okay, just got done with the show. It is a little bit different. Express for this one it's different. It doesn't, I'm not saying it doesn't get you anything, but it doesn't get you anything like the other show, like Untrainable Dragon. So here, you have a separate line, and they let you in before they let the standard line in, but there's a pre-show, and so there's not really you getting a better seat, and I guess you go into the pre-show earlier, but there's not much benefit, but there is a shorter line in Express, so I guess you have a better chance of getting it. I know this one's very popular in that people have trouble getting seats, so I guess that's the benefit of it, but as far as like getting priority seating, nothing like that. But with that pretty quickly wraps up the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We are going to head over to Dark Universe. So something to keep in mind with Express Pass is it's not a standard price. I mean, there is a starting price for Express Pass, but it's not going to be the same every day. It goes up based on demand, and the closer they are to selling Express Pass out, the more expensive it'll be. Just something to keep in mind if you're looking. And the reason I mention that is because if you are sure that you want Express Pass, it's probably better to buy it ahead of time instead of waiting, because if you buy it at the gate or if you wait till the day of, it is going to be more expensive. So over in Dark Universe, you have two attractions which both have Express Pass. You have Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment, and then you have Curse of the Werewolf. The first one we're going to ride is Monsters Unchained, and unlike Mario Kart, This one never really gets that high of a wait time. I mean, I've seen it get up there, but it eats through people. I mean, it is such a fast load that even the wait time, like even when it's like 40 minutes, it seems to go by pretty quick. Okay, so I do have to say, this is one of those lines that I've been through both express and non-express. If you've never ridden this attraction and you have express, as long as the wait time's not crazy high, you should go through the normal queue. You do skip quite a bit in the express line here, and then if the single riders, you skip like the pre-shows and everything. So don't do single riders your first time riding it, and if you can avoid it, don't do express your first time. Like express, you see some of the rooms and you see the pre-show, so it's not that the end of the world, but I would definitely not do single riders your first time. But okay, 45 minutes. Let's see what it is with express.
I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak.
Okay, so Monsters Unchained, one of the best rides in the world right now. The more I've ridden it, the more I've liked it, and the more I've ridden Ministry. Ministry's still a fantastic ride. I think it's one of the best in the world, but I've liked it less. I think Monsters has become my new favorite ride here at Epic Universe. But the wait time, when we got in line, it was 45 minutes. And we waited 7 minutes and 46 seconds, and that is with the two pre-shows. And the pre-shows last about, I would guess, I didn't time them, but about a minute a piece. And then something to keep in mind is when I'm recording these videos, I have the camera, I have a backpack, I'm filming B-roll. It takes me longer to get through the queue. Realistically, if I didn't have anything I had to put in a locker, you're looking at like maybe 5 minutes of wait time, which is kind of insane. Even when the wait times are really high everywhere else in the park, you can get through this one pretty quick. I've never really seen this one. I've seen it up to like 80, 90 minutes, but you never see that like 180, 200. I'm not saying it's not possible. It definitely is, but the capacity here is insane. I think they really rifle through riders. You get 4 per cart. It's a non-stop like moving. You're always loading people, and I would assume they have lots and lots of vehicles on the ride track. It's a people eater. So is Dracula, so that makes it kind of fun. All right, now we're at Curse of the Werewolf. I really hate spinning rides. It is 60 minutes, and I can't believe I'm gonna wait to go get sick. Okay, let's go do it. Since I did talk about the other attraction a little bit more, I will say the queue here isn't anything like the Monsters queue over there. Way different. It's mainly outdoors. It's like all indoors. It's open air. That's what I would say. Open air. Okay, that was the best ride I've ever had on there. Alan and I decided to sit on the same side because Molly wanted to spin, and she wanted to spin. And we thought that if the two heaviest people were on one side and then Molly was on the other side, it would spin a lot. We didn't move hardly at all. I don't think we did a full rotation the entire time. And that was fantastic. I'm all in on this ride if it doesn't spin. When it spins, that's when I hate it. As far as wait time, it was posted at 60 minutes and we waited 7:48, so just shy of 8 minutes. So far, Express has really saved us a ton of time. I am worried about a couple of the ones coming up, like Carousel. I know at night that thing gets really long wait times and it looks like it might not move very fast in Express. And then I've heard people say that the Express for Stardust Racers also doesn't move that great. So we still got those, and then we got to make our way back over to Yoshi's Adventure to see where that one falls. But all in all, we are making great time. I mean, the Express has been a lifesaver today. Some of these queues, especially the ones that are outdoors, right now, I don't think I can handle it. I am so dripping wet and so hot. I'm also hoping that the weather holds up because it is starting to look a little sus. Okay, check that out. Yoshi's back up. The day's looking better. Nothing can stop me. It's delayed again. the fact is, there is some weather in the area. It has definitely gotten a little dark. It's cooled off, which is nice. But unfortunately, that means a couple of the rides that we have left to do are on weather delay because there's some lightning around. But the carousel, which we had planned on doing tonight, it is not on weather delay. So that's where we're at now. And then hopefully, at some point, the elusive Yoshi's Adventure will come up. And then we will probably finish up. We might finish up with Stardust Racers. Okay. Kind of funny. I wanted to ride this at night, and the cloud cover has come in so thick it's starting to look pretty dark. I will say, unironically, this is the prettiest carousel in existence. Oh, they got a fast song. They got a fast song. They're going backwards. I've always gotten slow songs. They're going backwards? Oh. Okay, so that took us about 10 minutes when the wait time was only 25 minutes. So that's probably like the highest percentage of time that we've waited. Now, when Express is advertised, it says you wait about half of the posted wait time. So that's still within reason because half would have been 12 and a half minutes and we waited less than that. I have ridden it twice now, once during the day and once at night. It is definitely, for me at least, a nighttime ride. We sat there and, you know, I'm not a small guy. I look a little awkward sitting up there on that thing. There is an attraction up in Dollywood where you can seat two people and it's like a little bear, like, bouncy thing. That one's hilarious. Like, this is funny to have two people on. The bear attraction at Dollywood, I don't remember the name of it. If you remember the name of it, please tell me in the comments. That one, whew, it's priceless. Seeing two full-grown adults riding that bouncing bear together. If it was me, I would definitely wait till night to ride this attraction. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful all the time, but at night it really shines. You've got all the lights in the ride vehicles themselves, and then the music and everything, and then all the lights around you in Celestial Park are going. It's actually kind of magical at night. When it's 95 and there's a chance of rain, it's less magical. I guess we will sit around and see what happens with this weather delay because we have two more attractions. One that is being very difficult, Yoshi, and the other one is Stardust Racers. Both of which, as soon as it lightens, they're done. They're done. So we'll wait for this stuff to clear out, and we'll try to finish up. Something that's probably worth talking about is since so many of the attractions do go down for weather delay, I think, let's see, of the 11 rides, only 4 of them stay up during weather delay. So that is the Carousel, Mario Kart, Monsters Unchained, and Ministry, Battle at the Ministry. Those are the only 4. The other rides, like, so those get rushed to. People are looking for something to do. You want to be inside, especially if it's raining. But then something you've also got to think about is if it's just a little pop-up like this, there's not really any rain and it's just lightning, people will line up outside of the other queues and can really elevate the wait times at those attractions. So your popular attractions like Stardust, I fully expect them to reopen with a much higher wait time than you would see some of the other attractions because people will just wait for the lightning to clear the area and they can queue up outside. Sometimes they'll even let you stay in the queue if you want to, but if they clear the queue, people can just wait outside. You see it happen with Hagrid's all the time. So just something to keep in mind, even if you have Express Pass, it could affect your wait time. Okay, so unfortunately, I have sat around for a couple of hours, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get to these last 2 attractions. The park is closing in less than an hour, and the sky doesn't look great. The fact is, I could have done every attraction. It wouldn't have been that hard. I could have sequenced things differently. I could have done the stuff that was indoors while this weather delay is happening. it would have been pretty easy. And the fact is, I move around a park a lot slower than most people. I've got to put up equipment. I've got to set up the camera like I'm doing right now to get shots. I got to sit here and talk. I've got to mess up takes. I've got to forget my cell phone in lockers. Just all kinds of stuff. But since I didn't get to ride the last two, I believe Molly and them did get to ride them, so I will ask them. Because we split up for a little bit here and there. And so I'm going to say it's going to be roughly 8 hours of total wait time. And then whatever this number is. Not really sure yet, because I haven't talked to them. Here's the thing, when you break it down like that, this basically saved us an entire day in the park. I mean, we spent an hour and a half waiting for what would have taken a normal person 8 hours. That gives us the luxury of having a day that we want to have in the parks. You don't have to rush. You don't have to do all those things. You can just spend the entire day doing the things that you want to do, going to the rides that you want to ride, and also eating at the restaurants you want to eat at. The thing about Epic Universe is it's got the best food of any theme park I've ever been to. So coming here, it would be a shame to not check out some of the restaurants, especially Blue Dragon and the Atlantic, some of the best dining experiences that you can have in a theme park anywhere. Plus, there are still 3 attractions that you cannot use Express on. Without Express, Ministry's been over 3 hours all day. I just don't think that it would have even been possible to do all the rides without Express. However, because we did have Express, if the weather had cooperated, I could have done everything, including Ministry, Dragon Racers Rally, and Minecart Madness. The fact is, like I have always said, Express Pass is a luxury add-on. It's not a necessity, but it will make your trip better. Are there some attractions that I wish it was unlimited, where I could just keep riding them over and over? Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting a phone call. Like I was saying, Epic Universe is fantastic. You're going to have a good time regardless, but if you want to have a day where you don't have to plan and you want to try to ride everything, Express Pass, at least for now, is going to be the only way that you can do that. At $280, it is an expensive add-on. You could have purchased like another ticket or even 2 and come for 3 days and experienced it. However, I think having that luxury of just doing what you want with the day is why I've always loved Universal Express Pass. So does it make the park feel more expensive? Yes, but it also makes the park feel better. And for that reason, I'm going to say that I think it's worth it. I think the Express Pass is worth it. I wouldn't do it every day that I visited, but if you're here for 3 or 4 days, if you're visiting Epic for 3 or 4 days, maybe take 1 day and just buy Express Pass, just so that's like the most fun and relaxing day that you have down here. You should definitely go check out the video that Molly and Alan recorded while we were here today. It's the Mammoth Club. I'll put all their links and stuff right here. We all have different takes on things, and if you're wanting to invest that kind of money into Express Pass, I think you should be as informed as possible. Another big thank you to Orlando Informer for giving me the Express Passes for this video. If you ever need them, you should definitely check them out. But that's it. I'm going to save you some time with the Express Pass video by being quick with my outro. Okay, bye.